Hi, I'm Dave Wurzel, and you're watching PHTV4 Around Palos. And today we have a real nice opportunity. We're meeting with some members of the Palos Area Chamber of Commerce. And, like in their mission statement, the Chamber is committed to promoting business area, but their mission also goes beyond that. So we have a chance to meet some members of the Chamber and also, find out how they're active in the community. So thank you all for being here today. How about if we introduce ourselves and, what our role is in the Chamber. Rogine, do you want to start for us?
Sure. My name's Rogine Gager, and I am the Community Relations Specialist for United Insurance Services. We're the independent authorized general agent for Blue Cross Blue Shield here in town. And what I do is I go and engage with folks in the community as far as like groups. We promote our products through social media. I also have a staff of agents that go out and do seminars. So we also go and attend expos. We also have had the opportunity to meet with folks online, which we all experienced COVID, so we had the opportunity to do Zoom meetings and share screens and webinars online. So what I've recently been doing, I'm very excited about, is engaging with the community in person as folks are now coming out.
Right, getting back out there, right, meeting the people in the place, in their workspace too. Great. Veronica, do you want to?
Yep. So I'm Veronica Stanica. I'm the president of the Chamber of Commerce, and I am the office manager at Bethany Christian Services and the grant writer. So basically, my responsibility is just to manage the staff and to make sure they have everything to be successful. We have several hardworking social workers who work in Cook County and DuPage County. So they offer numerous services such as pregnancy counseling, adoption placement within the domestic United States, and intact family services, which basically prevents children from going into the DCFS department services. We don't want to see the families separated, so we try to work with the families. We push in and figure out what the problems are. And we also have an unaccompanied children program, so we basically connect unaccompanied children with families that they already have in the United States. And so my responsibility is also grant writing, so I secure funding for the nonprofit.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good, important work.
Yeah, that's important. I don't know how I followed that one up. I'm Todd Verbasco. I'm the secretary of the Chamber of Commerce, and I also work at Lakeside Bank, one of the last community banks in the Chicagoland area. And I head up the mortgage department for Lakeside Bank. So residential financing here in the Chicagoland area, as well as we lend in all 50 states. So got a lot going on, as you can imagine, in the mortgage world right now. So
Yeah, very busy.
But pleased to be here, and thanks for having us.
Good, glad you're all here.
Thank you.
And as a side note, we have 3 members here, but your board, the chamber board, is much bigger than this. There are other officers and board members.
Correct.
Okay. So I know for me, I always, when I heard the chamber, or you look up a town online and maybe you're going to visit, the chamber organization usually comes up, and I always associate with business. But the chamber actually goes beyond the business part of it. So maybe let's talk a little bit about that first. In what other ways is the chamber active in a community?
So we are participating in the 4th of July parade, so we want to take part in community events and just get our face out there and let businesses know that we're there to support them, and also to help support our chamber members to get them out there as well, to get their face out there in front of the public as well, and just let them know that, or let the community know that the chamber members are there to support the community and vice versa. So we're participating in the 4th of July parade, we participate in the Palos Heights Women's Club. We want to work closely with the Recreation Center, with the city. We want to work with other nonprofits outside of the community as well to bring those resources into the community.
PHTV4.
Right.
Did you want to?
No.
I wanted to add, we just recently reached out to the village of Palos Park and recently met with the administrative staff there, including Mayor Mahoney, and to discuss ways where we can work together and bring Palos Park businesses into what Veronica just shared with you.
Right, and that's a good point, because we're in Palos Heights, but it's the Palos area.
Correct.
So it's a broader, and actually the health of the community, the Palos area, affects all of us, right?
Right.
No, that's good. I think that's a really good example of all the things, or some of the things going on, just beyond the pure promotion of business, right? I think it's a great statement in your mission statement. I'm going to read it now because it's kind of what we're talking about now. That was a great transition. Thank you. Part of the Chamber's mission statement says that they're committed to making the Palos area a wonderful and convenient place to live, work, visit, and build a business. So it isn't, we all benefit by it. If the businesses benefit by it, the community benefits. If the community is healthy, the businesses, should thrive with them. So how about some examples of how that's happened? And we could talk a little bit about things that the organization has done in the past, some things maybe that are ongoing, and maybe things coming up.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up here. So when you look at around, you go down Harlem Avenue, 127th, down McCarthy, into Palos Park, like Rogine said. What amazes me is you go back to the 70s and 80s, there wasn't a lot of places to go hang out in Palos.
Right.
Now, I can't believe how many bars and restaurants and cool places, not only for the people, those of us who live here, but the surrounding areas.
Yes.
We can draw people in, and that's good for the economy here in Palos.
Yeah, and I'm with you on that. I went to high school in the area. We lived here then. I remember Royal Blue Grocery Store,
Yeah.
right? Ben Franklin, when Ben Franklin was
Ride our
not
bike to Ben
Franklin's.
Franklin.
Yeah, exactly. When Reenie's had a soda fountain, right?
Yes.
And yet, the community has grown and developed in new and other ways. And you're right, the restaurants and the bars in the area, and tropical snow. We're getting new other things, right?
Yeah.
Anything else you wanted to mention in that regard?
So the Chamber's role in contributing to the health quality and the vibrance of the community comes in when we allow business members to network. He has a golf outing coming up pretty soon. That's a great opportunity for businesses or business owners to get together, share ideas, and that's where innovation comes, forward. For example, Rogine was telling me about the founding of the Chamber in 1949. So it was just a group of people who got together and say, hey, how about we do this? So it went from ideas to words to action, and now here we are, 2021, and we have this marvelous chamber, and we have a phenomenal board. They're all working full time, yet they're volunteering so many hours.
Right.
And their intent is to contribute to the sense of community by being active in different events,
Dave, do you remember when the chamber started?
No. I know I looked at all. I'm not quite that old. But I was doing the math in my head. So an active chamber-like organization has been around for 72 years then.
Wow.
That's
yeah.
incredible.
That was good math.
Yeah.
Very
You
good.
see me scribbling. Did you want to talk about the golf outing?
Sure. Yeah, we're going to have the golf outing on September 23rd out at Palos Country Club. We're excited, coming off of the pandemic. We had to wait to see what happened with being able to have in-person events. Usually, as most people know, to do a good golf outing, it takes almost a whole year of planning.
Right. Yeah.
So we decided last month to put it together.
You like to work with a deadline, right?
Yeah, okay, let's have it tomorrow. And I'm happy to say that we worked it out with Palos Country Club, who is a member of the Chamber and in the community and been around forever. They're going to be the host, and we're doing great on sponsorship sales, golf sales, and we plan on, even though it's not going to be a big, huge event like most chambers have, because we only had a couple months to put it together, we're going to do a 9-hole event with food, drink, networking, like Veronica said, and we know it's going to be a fun day and a good way for people to come out. So if you're interested, go to the Chamber website. You can find out more information there, and then reach out to us if you're interested in participating as a sponsor or coming out and playing golf and hanging out.
Good. Okay, so check out the Palos Area Chamber of Commerce website. They can still sign up. How late can they sign up for that for?
Till tomorrow. No.
Probably all the way, almost all the way.
About
through.
a week out. We got to be done by, the numbers got to be in by September 10th. So,
Okay.
But the sales are going great. So
Good.
if anyone's watching is interested, I suggest you make a reservation now, because we have a limited space, being a 9 holes,
Right. How
But
many
it's-
foursomes you can put together.
Yeah, so what's cool is it's going to be lunch, golf, and dinner and networking, all inclusive
Wow.
for one day.
It sounds like a wonderful day.
Yeah.
Golf course, a beautiful place to hang out too and make those
Absolutely.
connections.
I think we still have some sponsorships available, right?
We do. Sponsorship's been great, but we do have availability in a few different categories. But yeah, check out the website, get a hold of us, and we can let you know.
Thanks,
Okay.
Todd. I think you're doing a fantastic job with that, by the way.
Well,
Yeah,
thanks.
he just came on the board and just took it and ran with it. It's just amazing.
It's a great
Yeah.
event.
Well, there's golf and beer involved, so
Well, wish you guys the best with it. I hope it, turns out
It's
to
gonna be a great day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like it will be. All right, let's kind of pivot the other way a little bit. So the other part of your mission is, promoting the business community. Okay, so in what ways do businesses in the Palos area, do you make that happen for them? How do you help grow the economy? Especially, I'm almost tired of what we've had to deal with the last year. It's been such a rough time because of the pandemic, but obviously that's part of, what we have to strategize through and grow and hopefully prosper through it and after it. So what are we doing now, or what types of things can the Chamber do to help that happen?
Well, what we've been working on diligently, as Todd mentioned, getting some of these events that did not happen last year, such as the golf outing. We're about ready to have our first lunch and learn that is on
July 29th.
29th, and we're very excited about that. Fusion 59 will be helping us, we'll be having presentations about strategic innovations and helping bring about ways to promote and market your business. So we're looking forward to that, and that's also online. That's also available on our events calendar on the Palos Area Chamber of Commerce website. And another way that, in addition to doing lunch and learns and golf outings and engaging with the community, we have social media available to us. Thank goodness we have that. We had that all the way through the pandemic, but recently on our Facebook page, we've seen a tremendous growth. Folks can jump on there, engage with each other. I know that folks have been coming up to me and asking me to promote or post their events. The city of Palos Heights and Palos Park also have asked me to post things on their board. We share posts back and forth on both Facebook pages, such as the music in the park, or the movies in the park and concerts in the park.
Right.
I've shared those posts. Palos Park also has similar events. I've been posting their things. And that's really helped folks in the community just to stay connected and a way for everybody to communicate.
Mention the Crestwood piece.
Oh yeah, so last week at the farmers market, thank you. Last week at the farmers market, I post pictures of the farmers market pretty much every week so far. I've been doing that, and I share them online on our Facebook page. And I noticed that Village of Crestwood was, it's on Facebook. Also, they don't have a farmer's market. So I shared the pictures. I took some pictures from Palos Heights, shared them with the Village of Crestwood's Facebook page, and I got 67 people that liked the post.
Wow.
And approximately 38 people were engaging from just those few
That's
minutes
awesome.
I had to post those pictures.
Engaging by asking questions, what are the
Right,
hours,
right.
what are the days,
And so we brought about an awareness that, hey, there's a farmer's market down the street. Our neighbors are having a farmer's market. And so it's just steps like those that help bring folks to Palos Heights,
Right.
Palos Park, helping folks market their business. Those are some of the things I think social media has really helped boost us anyway, as far as like promoting the chamber.
Yeah, it sounds like it's done a great job in that regard of creating traffic, bringing awareness and attention to the community, in this case the farmers market, and helping grow, that event through those contacts, right? Yeah, that is good. I think, do you have a luncheon coming up in July? I think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lunch and Learn, Fusion 59. We're working with Trinity Christian College. So we're going to have Mayor Bob Strauss speak at the event. It's going to be at the Orchard Room at the Rec Center. Who else are we having there? Alderman Key's going to be there, and
Grosser.
oh yeah, Bob Grossart from the Business Economic Advisory Committee, the chairman. He's going to be there as well. He's going to talk about the grant opportunity, the beautification committee. Is it the beautification committee? They offer a grant to Palos Heights businesses so they don't have to bear the burden of the entire cost of the program. So as long as they finish the program, Bob Grossart will grant them a certain amount of money. I think it's maybe like $600. I'm not sure of the amount.
There's a dollar amount.
Yeah, right. And so that's helping the businesses as well, just learning where their strengths and weaknesses are when it comes to marketing, and then coming in and giving them advice, allowing them time to implement the strategies to bring in more people to their business.
So, and maybe this is a good transition. I don't want to leave that question if we got more on it, but I'll use the luncheon as an example. That's for members of the chamber.
And non-members.
And non-members. Non-members can come too. Okay. And if they want to attend that event, how do they set that up?
I actually have that on our website, the palosareachamber.org's website. It's on their events calendar. Anyone would just click the date of the event, which was July 29th, and there'll be instructions on how to pay for the event and attend.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So another important event for people to participate in, you know, in the local businesses, another chance to make those connections and also find out how the community and the businesses can work together to you know, make good things happen. Good.
Did you want to add something?
Yeah, we just announced, and it's not even on the website yet, but we're going to get it on there. There's one thing that everybody has an interest in. It's real estate, especially here and
I thought you were
around.
going to say ice cream, but all right.
Well,
go ahead.
yeah, well, there is the plush horse. So, but everybody has an interest in real estate here in town, actually anywhere, because a majority of what people spend their money on is their home. And we just announced we're going to do a real estate economic market update on September 9th. Veronica contacted Franklin's. They're going to be the host venue, and we're going to do it at 5:30. Again, open to members and the public. But we're going to have a panel of real estate experts to give an update on what's going on in and around the Palos area in regards to real estate, values, sales, mortgages, law, anything that's changed on buying, selling, or leasing property in and around the Palos area. We're going to give an update on how the market is. That'll be of great interest, I think, to people.
I would think. It sounds like a lot of important, good information
Yeah.
can come out of that.
So we're going to do that in September, and we'll have that on the website also as soon as we get it all put together.
And I've been on your website a few times. Very user-friendly, very, you know, easy to navigate and then find.
Roger does a great job with it.
Oh, thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
So how about, I guess we're starting to talk about a little bit. Let's say there's a new business coming into Palos, or there's a business in Palos, they're not members of the chamber yet. How would they go?
Question
about
is
that?
why? Why would you not be a member?
Why would not, right? And so here's your chance, get in. How would they do that process?
I think the first thing they would do, well, I know that we talked about this recently. If I were new to the community, whether I'd be a business owner or a resident, the first place I would check would most likely be the city's website. And on the city's website, you would find information on how to start, what businesses do to get registered or licensed in the city. The Palos Area Chamber's website is also on that on their.
There's a link to the website.
There's a link to the chamber's website, and inside, as you mentioned, the chamber's website, it is I find it also user friendly. There is information on how to, where to join. Our application is online. Information on how much it costs. There are events coming up, our past events, things that we've done, and I think that's what I would start. I would start on the city's website.
Good.
And reach out to somebody. That we have all of our information on there. There's contact for us. I mean, what's cool about the chamber is that we can have a single person, like a single lawyer with a one-person business, all the way up to the largest employer in the area, which is Palos Hospital. Everybody can benefit from the chamber, and there's something for everybody. And if you're in business and you want to brand yourself and your business and get the word out, the chamber's got to be the best bang for the buck. Not even a question.
Right. It provides a lot of opportunity, a lot of connection. Seeing you at, ribbon cuttings, anything from that experience to some of these larger events or
hosting.
outings. Yes.
Yeah. Our directory has it's separated by categories, as Todd mentioned. The information for how to contact the board members is on there. All of the businesses, those who are chamber members, of course, all their information can be found on the website. And as I was talking with Veronica not that long ago, I called it the best of the best, where you could find information. The best of Palos Heights and Palos Park can be found on the Chamber's website.
Good. So how about, we've been talking about the connection to the business community. How about the regular person? I live in Palos, right? And what might I reach out to the chamber for? In what ways might a connection for me, as just a regular citizen, not a business owner in the area, want to connect to the chamber?
I love that question. So I would say if a person who doesn't own a business wants to reach out to us, we're looking for volunteers, to help at our events. So we have Live Well, Be Well, a health and business expo coming up August 28th. So it's going to be a very large event, and we definitely could use hands on deck. So they could reach out to help with that event or any other event. We're always looking for expertise, graphic artist, or what else is there?
A lawyer.
A lawyer. My goodness, that would be wonderful. Yeah, so if they just want to volunteer for the chamber, just reach out to me. I'll assess their skills and what their passion is, and if it fills a gap that we need now or later, that'll be phenomenal.
Okay, good. And that's another really good example of how you can bring the connection together, and more contacts take place, of course, and like you said, tapping into the skill set of people in the community. You know, everybody can bring something to the table, and it makes the event that much better, you know, for the area.
Yeah,
For
both
sure.
introverts and extroverts, we want them.
Right, right. Everybody has a role. Good. How about this? Any other events or activities coming up? We've mentioned several. You have the golf outing, you have the expo, a luncheon in July. Any other events we want to draw attention to?
So we're, as you mentioned, so we're participating, we're walking in the Independence celebration, trying to go in my head. We're also having a table at the Car Classic.
Mm-hmm.
The Lunch and Learn is in July. The thing, Franklin's, I don't know the date.
Real estate, September 9th,
And then the golf outing is,
September 23rd.
gosh, that's close.
Yeah.
And the Live Well Be Well.
I feel like Rain Man over here.
Is
We'll just keep throwing the dates
What are you
out.
doing in November?
We have a lot. I'm very excited about how everything's turning out, though. I know everything's happening in a very short time, but I honestly feel that because of our team, and we obviously would not be able to do it without our team. But the things that we have coming up are all seasonal, of course, and we try to help out with as much as we can. As the partnership with the city, the Holiday in the Heights is coming up. Before we know it, we'll be doing that.
Tree lighting.
Tree lighting. Tree planting. Did we?
With Ed Dombrowski.
No, we have.
Yeah, we still have yet to schedule a date for that, just to honor him. He was a chamber member for a long time. I met him at a Christmas party for the chamber, and he literally radiated love. It was just such a beautiful person. He was, just phenomenal. So we're just going to reach out to the family. I think we have Lori, our board member, who's in charge of that project.
I love the range of types of things you're talking about, from this type of tribute,
Yeah.
for someone to the big social events or informational events or farmers market, all these things. A lot of wonderful connections taking place, right?
And like you said, if you're a resident, the other thing is not only volunteering, but if you want to know what's going on where you live, new things coming to town, new things opening, the chamber's a great source for that.
Right, that's how you get information, what's happening here, or that business, or down the block, or who's doing what, or maybe it's a service you need at some point.
A
or
new Dunkin' Donuts.
help, yeah.
Never enough donuts.
And I want to add that we do have other lunch and learns, but it's not firm. So all of my board members are phenomenal individuals. They just bring so much to the table. They're beyond impressive. Todd, Rogine, Kathy O'Hara, the list goes on, but they're all talking about what expertise they can bring to the table and share that knowledge with other businesses. So I'll announce more of those hard dates that we have for the upcoming Lunch and Learns.
Good, good. And, I think you've kind of touched on it here a little bit, just based on what, Rogine and Todd and you're saying. I mean, you bring good people together, right, and you bring some energy to this, and really good things can happen,
Yeah,
right? That's
absolutely.
what it feels like to me, the things that you're talking
Go
about,
get
the
it.
events you're
Make it
promoting.
happen.
Good, good. So maybe one last question then close. So we've covered a lot of material. Going forward, what kind of plans or goals do you have for the organization, for the chamber specifically?
Well, my term ends in a year, but I would love for the chamber to bring in an experienced, a seasoned strategic advisor, and for the chamber board to spend a whole day with that person. Okay, just reviewing the past, where we were, where we are, and figuring out where do we want to be and how do we get there. So to have a 5-year plan, and then every year revisit that plan and see, have we met the goals that we wanted to meet, and if not, why not, or what needs to change, or we exceeded that goal, now we can go to the next goal. Just to have some kind of plan in place. I would love to see
Right,
that.
right. Some type of short and long-term vision
Yes,
for what's going on.
And report it to the mayor and get his input, report it to the aldermen, get their input, and then share it with the public on their website as well. Be very transparent.
I mean, that's, as I'm listening, that sounds great. It also sounds like a tremendous amount of energy and effort has to go into that. So, I mean, definitely good luck and congratulations. It sounds like you're all pulling off some amazing things here.
Thank
you. Exciting too. Exciting for the chamber. Exciting for the Palos area as well. So, okay. Anything else you want to add? Or we good?
No, I was just going to add that I am looking forward to reaching out to the surrounding area, like Palos Park, as we mentioned already. The things that we do, we want the folks to know that they're welcome to the Palos area. The things that we offer, like the events that we mentioned already, just want everybody to know that this is for, what we do, the chamber, we do it for our community, we do it for not just businesses, we do it for families too, families in our area, so.
Right, they go hand in hand, right? I mean, if one is healthy, the other can be healthy with
Absolutely.
it, right? If one is struggling, the other one might struggle with it, so, yeah.
And another person to ask that is Todd. He's in the trajectory for presidency soon. So if he has a vision.
I think the opportunity for the chamber is we go through this growth that you can see is going on. You look at certain communities, and there's certain organizations within the community that have been around for a long time that they're kind of like a go-to, and they just are solid. And they, like in Orland Park, the Lions Club puts on Orland Days every year.
Right.
That's a huge undertaking, but they've got such a good group of people that they kind of pull it off seamless with no issues at all every year.
Right.
I think the Palos Area Chamber can continue to grow its membership, be active in the community for the businesses and the residents, and we can have events and things going on that you feel like I got to sign up right away because that's going to sell out and I want to be at that event. And we're kind of like the voice and a communication for businesses within the area. I think that's what we could do. If we keep doing what we're doing now, it's going to be like you want to be a part of it. It's
Right.
not like we're asking, hey, buy a ticket. If you don't buy a ticket, it's going to be gone. And
Yeah.
I think we can get to that point.
Good, good. Well, again, good luck. It sounds like a lot of great things have happened and are happening coming up soon. So again, I wish you all the best with it.
Thanks.
I know if you all succeed, the community succeeds with you. So thank you for that. So Veronica, Rogine, Todd, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
This is exciting stuff. I'm Dave Wurzel, and you're watching Around Palos. Thank you for watching.